when the time comes for a new game to play. There's just one place to turn at the end of the day. You never know what exciting game you'll see when you tune in to Board Game House on Twitch.tv. Find a game to back so you can be its owner. It's time once again for Derek's Kickstarter Corner.
What's up, fam? Alright, the Kickstarter Corner this week is a fun one. I think there's a lot of good stuff on the corner this week. We're going to start off with a handful of stuff that we've already talked about in previous episodes. First of which is Oath, Chronicles of Empire and Exile. This is from Leader Games, same people that do Root. The art style is so similar, but this is a much bigger game than Root is. In terms of weight and in terms of, well, I haven't played it, but it seems like it's a tad heavier than Root. It's got twice as much stuff, like components in the box as Root did. But basically, everybody is starting as an exile of this kingdom, and you are all working to influence the Chancellor to bend the government to your will, whatever that may be. You are playing against the other players, but you're also playing against the game, because it's very possible that nobody ever influences the Chancellor and everybody loses because, hey, single leaders are a garbage system. But it's for 1 to 6 players, 45 to 120 minutes. Because it is a bigger game, it has a bigger price tag. It is $90 for the base game. But if you like Root, I am fairly certain that you will also like this game. I am very interested in this game. I'm very interested to sit down at a table and play it. Fingers crossed at Gen Con, we can sit down and demo it. I think that would be very neat. But with bigger games that have the bigger price tag, listen, if you can do it, go for it. But I'm going to make sure that I know how it plays before I jump on it. So, I'm going to look for it at Gen Con. But that is Oath, and it has 7 days left, a week, and $90, like I said. Next up is Dungeon Party from Forbidden Games. Every single time we talk about this, I have to tell you that Forbidden Games, they have released 3 games. All 3 of those games are excellent. We have played 2 of them here on the stream, and then the third one we have played at a con. We just haven't picked it up yet. And Dungeon Party, I'm sure, is going to be no different. 30 to 60 minutes, 1 to 6 players. Everybody is going to be a hero, going through a dungeon, trying to outsmart the rooms, defeat the monsters, and collect the loot. I think the standout thing about this game is that all of the components are bar coasters. So you roll up to Applebee's and you order a strawberry lemonade, and they bring you out a mug and they set it on that little square, thick piece of cardboard. That's what all these components are. And basically, to play the game, you take a quarter or coin of some kind, and you have to try and bounce it onto those bar coasters and defeat the monster and stuff. It is pseudo-cooperative, where you are all working together to make it all the way through the different layers of the dungeon, but only one person is going to win, and that's whoever collects the most loot as you're going through. There are 3 tiers for this game. $19 will get you the Value Edition, and basically Value Edition is just the coasters, so it's just going to be the tiles for you to play the game on, and you have to provide the quarters or coins yourself. The base game is $39, and that comes obviously with the coasters, but it also comes with customized coins for each of the heroes. I think that's very cool. The Kickstarter stretch goals have unlocked several different new heroes, race class combos, and the coins that go with them. And then for $59, you get the deluxe edition, which adds extra heroes, extra tiles, so you get extra rooms and monsters and loot and all that other stuff. Like I said, Forbidden Games has never let me down, so I'm certain that Dungeon Party is going to be a great But that's Dungeon Party, and it has. I opened my phone to figure out what it is. It has 9 days left, so a little over a week. And there you go, Dungeon Party. It's a pretty safe bet for a good game there. Next is Shiver Me Timbers, which is obviously a pirate game. You are competing against other pirates to become the most fearsome pirates in the Caribbean, or all of the seas. This one is sort of also a bigger game. 2 to 4 players, 90 to 180 minutes. So there you go. Price tag for this one, they have a print and play version. So you're not gonna get, obviously you're not getting any of the cool stuff because you're printing it out at home. But $4 gets you the print and play version. So that's pretty cool. Because the regular game is $77, and I'm about to tell you why, so just hold your horses. There's also a $99 version that includes metal coins. So I know we have quite a few coin hoarders in the community. So there you go, metal coins as part of a game. But in Shiver Me Timbers, you are looking to be the best pirate. You're going to fight other ships. You're going to plunder. You're going to complete missions. And you're going to kill monsters of the sea. And in doing that, you are going to be able to upgrade your pirate ship. And you literally get to upgrade your pirate ship because the pirate ship mini that you are controlling during the game comes apart, and you get to add new sections to the pirate ship to make it longer, to add masts, to add cannons. It's so cool. Go check out the Kickstarter page, because when they have their little GIF animation of this thing coming apart and you're adding different things, whew, it shivers my timbers. But very cool components. There's even chests, little baby personal chests for you to store your coins in, so that you can keep it a secret until the end when you dominate all the other pirates. So there you go. That's called Shiver Me Timbers. It has 9 days left. I know that there are a couple people on the Discord who said that they backed it, so that's really cool. I'm an influencer. You're welcome. Those are the Kickstarters that we have talked about before. Now we're going to get into some new ones. The first of those new ones is a game from the people who made Unstable Unicorns. It is called Here to Slay. It is just as adorable. Look at that photo. There's a bear. He has an axe. There's a unicorn with a flaming horn. And I think that's a rabbit with a staff. This game looks fantastic. It takes the same general idea of Unstable Unicorns, where you're sort of collecting cards to be in your stable, but also playing cards that are going to keep things out of other people's stables, and sort of puts the fantasy dungeon aspect into it. So you're going to have your hero, and you're looking to assemble a team of other adorable, precious animal heroes to defeat monsters. So the first person to collect a 9-person party, or the first person to defeat 3 monsters, wins. The base game is $20, so you're just going to get like the same game that's going to be on retail. $25 gets you the Kickstarter edition, and the Kickstarter edition is going to get you 6 extra unique heroes to start with. There's going to be upgrades to basically everything. The box is going to have a magnetic lid. You're going to get more monsters. You're going to get more challenges and stuff to do. I think that the extra $5 is more than worth it if you're backing the Kickstarter. 2 to 6 players. They have so many. There's all kinds of tiers that add things, just like all the Unstable Unicorn tiers. They have the neoprene playmats that you can get. They have, like, I'm pretty sure they have plushies and like mini standees and stuff that you can get of the characters. They know how to run a Kickstarter. They know how to do it. They also have another tier. It's $39, and it gets you, I think, 2 expansions. So if you backed the last Unstable Unicorns, where you got like the dragons and like the dark and light cards, it's that same kind of thing. You're getting 2 extra expansions that sort of they add extra scary monsters, and like I think magical dragons, I think, is one of the other expansions. So that's pretty cool. Here to Slay I mean, we have Unstable Unicorns. It's our most watched YouTube video, how to play Unstable Unicorns. So this is a company that knows what it's about, and I think that they're going to do it right here as well. But that's Here to Slay. It has 14 days left, so 2 weeks to take a look at this one. I, I'm in for it. Next is a very interesting game that I think that Steven is going to be about. It is called Crimes in History, H.H. Holmes's Murder Castle. So if you know anything about H.H. Holmes, you know that in 1893, during the World's Fair in Chicago, he basically built a hotel for people to come stay in, and while people were staying there, he murdered them. So basically, this game is going to be a mashup of Betrayal at House on the Hill and Letters from Whitechapel. You are one of the people that he helped design the rooms to murder folks in. And basically, your goal is to collect enough evidence to prove that you had nothing to do with the murdering of people. So you're going through this hotel, sort of tile by tile, card by card, sort of pulling out the different rooms, and you have to search for evidence. H.H. Holmes is part of the game, where he knows his way through the hotel, obviously, so he's just going to pop up places and prevent you from doing things. It just looks so cool, and I love the theme. I'm going to do a little bit of, hey, Leonardo DiCaprio has been working on a movie version of this, and I'm super excited about it. But the game looks great. 2 to 6 players, 45 to 60 minutes. The base is $49. So I mean, I think that's a pretty reasonable price. And then they have a $59 tier, which is going to get you an expansion, which adds additional rooms and stuff for you to add on as you go through. I think this one, I think it's a unique idea, and it appears that they are looking to do more of the crimes in history genre if they haven't done some already. But I think it looks great. But there you go. It has 15 days left on it. And finally, our last one. Most of you are probably aware of this, but this is not a board game. This is Hero Forge 2.0. So if you play Dungeons and Dragons, if you play any tabletop RPG, you have probably visited Hero Forge or a similar site. You get to customize minis. You can go there right now and customize a mini. And then when you pay for it, they'll send you your mini. Or you can order just a digital version if you have a 3D printer at home and do it. So what this Kickstarter is for is Hero Forge 2.0. Basically, they're looking to add color to your minis. So once you design your mini, you're going to color up all the armor, you can see that photo right there. You can add color to everything. And then when you order it, they're going to make it with colored plastic. So it's pre-colored when it arrives to you. Basically what this Kickstarter is doing is just funding the new system, and you're going to be able to jump into it sort of at a reduced price to get your minis. The base tier is $39, and that's going to get you one of the brand new colored minis, which is going to be a discounted price from what they're going to be for all of the other plebes that didn't back the Kickstarter. But instead of going through all the tiers, I'm just going to tell you that it gets better from there. They are also doing, along with the colored minis, as part of the Kickstarter, they're also doing where you can order your mini and get it custom painted by a professional mini painter, which is pretty cool. So it's not going to use the new colored plastics, but you are going to get your mini pre-painted when it arrives to you. And something else that they're adding is their new token system. So basically, if you use things like Roll20 or those digital tools where you can sort of have the maps on your computer and put it on a screen, they're going to do a new token system where you can build your mini and then export a digital version of it to use in systems like that. So that's pretty cool. Basically, for here, I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to put it on here, but it's really something you kind of have to go on there and look, which is my segue into join our Discord. There's a channel for Derek's Kickstarter Corner where all of these links are going to be posted. So you can jump in there instead of having to go search for them on Kickstarter. Um, there you go. That is 6 Kickstarters for Derek's Kickstarter Corner this week. Thanks. See you next time.
When the time comes for a new game to play, there's just one place to turn at the end of the day. You never know what exciting game you'll see when you tune in to Board Game House on Twitch.tv. Find a game to back so you can be its owner. It's time once again for Derek's Kickstarter Corner.